The loudest sound in the universe isn't a scream. It's the silence of the life you didn't live because you were too afraid to try. Most people die at 25 and aren't buried until they're 75. They spend 50 years paralyzed by a ghost they invited into their own house. Look around. Is that you? Or are you ready to evict the architect of shadows? We've been lied to about what fear is. We treat it like a brick wall, but it's actually a fog. It's FEAR. False evidence appearing real. It is a biological delicate software program designed for a world of predators that no longer exist. In the modern age, fear isn't protecting your life. It's protecting your ego. It creates a vivid, high-definition movie of a future failure that hasn't happened yet. And then, it convinces you that the movie is a documentary. How do you know it has you? It starts as a whisper. Not yet. What if? Next year. It manifests as procrastination, perfectionism, and the constant need for more research. If you find yourself waiting for a green light that never comes, you aren't being careful. You are being colonized by fear. It settles in your chest, making your world feel small, keeping you in a safe harbor while your ship rots at the dock. To deal with fear, you must stop trying to kill it. You can't kill a shadow. You have to turn on the light. Action is the only light that works. You don't need confidence to start. You need courage. Confidence is the result of action. Courage is the willingness to act without it. Map out the worst-case scenario and realize you could survive it. Then, walk straight into the center of the storm. On the other side of that false evidence is the only version of you worth becoming! Because at the end of the day, the only thing more terrifying than failing is the realization that the loudest sound in the universe isn't a scream. It's the silence of the life you didn't live. Because when you finally realize that the ghost in your house has no power, the walls begin to crumble. Fear doesn't live in the light. It survives in the dark corners of your maybe and your someday. But someday is a graveyard where dreams go to rot. You spend enough time negotiating with a terrorist that lives inside your own mind. It's time to stop talking and start taking. The truth is, your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Fear will tell you that the cost of trying is too high, but it never mentions the cost of staying the same. The cost of looking in the mirror 10 years from now and seeing a stranger who played it safe. That is the ultimate debt. That is the true failure. You aren't afraid of the fall. You're afraid of the flight. But you were built for the sky, not the cage! How do you break the chain? You stop asking for permission to exist. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you demand. You don't wait for the fear to leave, you take it with you. Let it be the fuel in your engine, not the foot on your brake! If your hands are shaking, let them shake while they're on the wheel. If your heart is racing, let it race toward your destiny. The moment you decide to move, the false evidence begins to dissolve. The fog clears because your fire is too hot for it to settle. You are the master of this house. You are the author of this story. And the script no longer includes a part for the architect of shadows. Tear down the walls. Walk through the fire. Because on the other side of your greatest terror is your greatest life. Because at the end of the day, the only thing more terrifying than failing is the realization that the loudest sound in the universe isn't a scream, it's the silence of the life you didn't live because...
If you are not following us, you may not be able to see us again. Subscribe to 𝐷 Motivation on YouTube for more life-changing inspiration.